Hey, Ola Macholas, thank you so much for listening to the Men's Room podcast.
And thanks to our pals at the Advocates Law Firm for being great partners. Yes, even you, creepy Kyle.
Seriously, though, if you'd been injured as a result of somebody else in your car, on your bike, walking across the street, talk to our friends at the Advocates Law Firm and let them help you out.
Yeah, they're the best injury lawyers around, and they want to make sure that you're not taken advantage of. Plus, your first consultation is free.
It's simple. You get injured, the advocates get results. Contact them today at advocateslaw.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. When we think about the COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy in the Black community, let's remember, it didn't happen by chance. It's justified in history. But the will to change the narrative is strong today, and our people are lending their voices to the conversation. We're sharing our stories and the reasons that made us choose the vaccine so we can lead the way for others to make a well-informed choice too. To hear our stories, visit hereforuswa.org.
Hey, Ola, it's Miles. Thank you guys for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast.
Have you heard our newest podcast? It's called The Greatest Story Never Told.
Download it today on radio.com. Be sure to subscribe. New episodes are uploaded every Tuesday at noon.
Oh, we're back.
Oh, I know what happened. Hang on.
Well, you want to start it again?
Yeah, hang on 1 second.
Hey, you never heard this. You're listening along. Just pretend this didn't happen. Yeah, we don't care.
Here it goes.
Back to the conversation. This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Smooth. Woo! Best in the business right here, ladies and gentlemen.
You know why that wall's full of awards?
Look at that wall. Wow. Look at every award up there.
Goddamn thing up there. And you wonder why. Wonder why we never get anything.
Oh, we got our cream stains.
Jesus. Anyway.
The only thing on the wall are stains from whipped cream. That's it.
Might be hearing that in a second. Ryan Castle's on the way. We will sit and spin. It turns out that Ryan Castle is not in his basement studio dungeon. He is down in Portland.
Is he in a...
So he's still doing the sit and spin, though.
But is it a basement dungeon?
I don't know. He's got the 10 dirtiest #1 songs before WAP on the way, but first few emails from the men's room at KISW.com.
You've got mail.
Oh, Ken just ran back in. You missed the entire F up. Our question,
I thought it was just me.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
You didn't do anything.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
no.
Oh, that was all us.
Oh, that makes me feel so much better.
Our question, no, you did nothing wrong. How did doing something naughty get you or someone else in trouble? We've got a few emails from that, guys. I'm from New York and come from a Catholic, very religious Italian family. Like all the girls in the family have the middle name Marie, which is my sister's middle name, and she's Italian.
They're all named Marie.
Is that
a
rule?
makeup?
That's Natalie's middle name.
Is it really?
Oh, yeah.
I just always think of the joke from, what's it, Goodfellas, when she meets the family. Like, they're all named Marie. They wear too much makeup.
When I was 18, my grandmother caught my boyfriend and I in the shower having sex. She chased him out of the house with a cross.
Oh,
That from
damn.
TV.
I like that.
Yeah. In college, guys, I was juggling 3 girls at once as just hookups. Not advisable to anyone listening. There was a trip where our whole house went rafting, and you bring a date for the weekend. Well, I brought one of the 3 I was dating as my date. Unfortunately, the other 2 came as dates with other guys.
Oh, damn.
The day of rafting started with heavy drinking in the morning, and I ended up browning out, and I came to as I was getting hooked up with in a honey bucket by a random girl,
Yeah,
which turned
the
out
honey
to be
bucket sex.
another friend's date. I somehow made it onto the raft and down the river and to our campsite alive to be greeted by 3 very upset women who all found out about each other that day and an upset friend. Apparently, I was blabbing on my raft of what happened in the honey bucket, and word made it to the other rafts. Only one of the girls kept hanging out with me after that, and my buddy ended up being cool with me after a few days. Not my proudest moment, but pretty damn funny looking back. Ad from B-Dub. As we move on to the birthdays, guys, I would love to send a happy birthday to our son, Camerong. I hope you're having a happy rockin' birthday. That from Mom and Far. How about a barbershop fish sandwich, please?
Is it too early for a fish sandwich? Cheese and tartar on the side.
Oh, yeah.
Smell the fish sandwich, maybe some dill relish in the morning, at noon, and at night, and at night.
Ola Macholas, today marks my 33rd trip around the sun. I am from Boston and used to listen to you guys every night on WAAF.
The mighty WAP. Boy, they loved us there.
And listen to the Men's Room now on the radio.com app on my commute to the airport where I work as an airline pilot. So can I get a big old Leroy Jenkins and the Dirty Germans talking about joining the Mile High Club. Thanks a lot, guys, and keep on rocking. That from Kyle.
Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah, I assume all pilots are part of the Mile High Club. That is why they call it the cockpit.
Yeah, so there's lots of things that go on since the cockpit. They have joysticks as well.
Yeah, pull on the yoke.
You guys like the front or the back of the plane?
Yeah, this is what's in laws they call a leading question.
Okay. But y'all, I'd like to help
Down
by the tail. I'd like to help celebrate my 39th orbit today with a What the F is that, Jay, and a big old bong rip for old time's sake. And please ask the Dirty Germans to help me and my pinball family with some tips on what to do with our hands and time as we wait for the tournaments and leagues to return. Loyal listener for 13 years. Love you guys. That from Chris.
Oh my God, what the is that, bro?
Yeah, I do not know much about this pinball, except that Tommy was a pinball wizard, so my advice would be grab your Tommy.
Yeah, so what do you call those things on the side? Is they flappers? Flippers?
Yeah.
So I thought they were flappers. Bring your pearls in your small dress, you whore from the 20s.
Nah, they're flippers. He likes dolphin sex.
Ooh, they are very central, Anthony.
Yeah, that's why they're all smiling.
Well, gentlemen, it's my brother Richard's birthday. 40 years later, he still wishes Mom had named him something normal, like Bob. Could you guys talk all over yourselves about how mojitos are made with rum? That from Squirrel. Well, of course they're made from rum.
All right, man, I was way off. I made a mistake.
I don't care what the thing is. Inevitably, they're delicious. Probably like the biggest
just don't
drink that
order.
I'm drinking.
And the bartender's got a muddle like a man. Everybody's going to want one.
You basically have to tell
Brittany. Sorry, Brittany. You don't get a goddamn mojito.
Does smell better. You guys
Brittany do. Damn.
Cleaning up puke from someone else from a mojito smells better because of the mint, doesn't it?
That is very true.
Yeah. I mean,
if you got to clean up vomit, a mojito.
Wine's the worst. Mojitos is the best.
It's just a Saturday afternoon. Now every girl in there.
Mojitos are afternoon drinks.
Right, I know, but I'm just saying, once somebody muddles one, then everybody wants
Everyone starts doing it, and now it takes longer for the rest of us.
mojitos. We know.
Uh-huh.
I just want a beer and a shot, but I have to wait.
Next is a Moscow Mule. We know. All right, guys, here you go. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you, to you, to you.
Ja, the Dirty Germans, brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's World Famous Sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefleisch.
All right, I'm going to give you a couple extra emails here, because why not? This one says, cool mask is the subject. Cool mask. Guys, I recently ordered 2 of the camouflage masks and 1 of the skull masks at KISW.com. I wear the camo mask because I'm an ENT working on an ambulance and must say the mask is comfortable and stylish. I get compliments all the time, and it's for a good cause. I'm sure you do.
I've been shot in the chest, and that's a cool mask.
No kidding, I'm bleeding now, but man, oh man, where do I get one of those? Thank you all for the good times. I listen to the podcast, and you guys bring a bright, shining light to all the madness. Keep up the good work and rock on, bitches. That from Sean. Those are nice masks, and a portion of the proceeds benefit our friends at the Maryland State Nurses Association, or Washington State Nurses Association. Where in the hell am I? I just said Maryland State Nurses Association.
Mm-hmm. I see what you did there.
Hey, man, I'm with you. They're back in action.
Well,
I'm wearing a Maryland shirt.
Yeah.
Go Terps.
I don't even know where I am anymore. Subject: tax return. On yesterday's show, you guys went down a rabbit hole about tax refunds. My best one was a return of $8,000. My ex got every single penny due to my back child support. Never had a return get spent so fast. Here's a story about being lactose intolerant. Before I realized I was becoming lactose intolerant, I made New York strip steaks with blue cheese crumbles. The dairy farts were so bad while I slept that when my girlfriend walked into the bedroom with our 6-month-old, she gagged and the baby cried. Then she puked in the hallway and made me clean it. She still brings that up some 4 years later.
The baby cried.
Yeah. And one more, guys. Subject is the new Texas Roadhouse in Washington. Gentlemen, still catching up on the podcast, listening to the segment where you guys talk about Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah.
Yes, Kennewick Texas Roadhouse was the only one in Washington when I was growing up at the Tri-Cities area. Until this September, where the second one opened up on Joint Base Lewis McChord, where I'm currently stationed. It's like it's meant to be. Y'all ever want to try it out, just come on down. I'll get you in. Those cinnamon butter hot buns are everything you've heard of.
God, that sounds good.
Also, what's the word on the new beer? Rock on and R.I.P. Eddie Van Halen, respectfully. That from Chancho. They're still, from what we understand, brewing the beer. Pilsner takes a little bit of time to make. So there you go on that. But I'll tell you what. How packed is a Texas Roadhouse at Joint Base Lewis McChord?
That's the perfect location, man.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, could we even get in the door down there?
He said, now, you got to understand something.
Getting on the base.
The hardest part for me is getting on the base. And again, if you're listening there, just know I've been there once, all right? And when I pulled in, the guys with machine guns made us pull over. We had to get to the side. These guys look serious. They surrounded the car. They're staring into the window. I'm in the car with two other people. And, of course, they immediately said, and this is a quote, "What did you do?" I didn't do anything. Anyway, the guys come up, and it was me, but not me. There's a guy that has my name. His name is Stephen Hill. And whatever he did, and they told me they are not at liberty to tell me what he did, but they asked me, have you ever been to Ramstein Air Force Base in Germany? I'm like, no. They said, well, listen, the guy with your name did something. I said, what did he do? Said, we can't tell you, but they also informed me, don't ever go to Ramstein Air Force Base in Germany. I said, well, I'll take that off my bucket list. Yeah. So anyway, if I go, and I would like to, because I'd like to go to Texas Roadhouse, it will be difficult to get me in. But I didn't do anything. Is that
We'll just leave you out by the road. We'll go in and we'll bring you some takeout.
You're going to have to, man.
Toss you a roll.
Yeah, exactly. Coming up, we will drink, we will toast with a shot of the day, but first...
Yes, friends, it's time once again for Sit and Spin. Let's gather around the old radio and listen to some swellerific new music.
Oh, look who it is, Ryan Castle. Joining us from his basement studio dungeon, actually in Portland today. What are you doing, business down there?
Snake wrangling.
Yeah, I had a meeting with a person named Mary.
Oh, really?
At her place.
Oh, nice. Did you get any dinner out of the deal, or was it just strictly business?
Yes, no, there was a roast beef sandwich. No.
Jeez, so weird. Open face with gravy?
No. It was that they did the salad bar. You've been in that place.
Oh, yeah. Good spot. All right, look here. We've got some, maybe the dirtiest song I think I've ever heard in my life was played in the office about 2 or 3 weeks ago when you guys were checking out the WAP for the first time.
Oh, the WAP. Yeah.
The WAP, man. I had not heard the lyrics to the song.
Well, that's what makes the difference. When you're reading the lyrics along, you go, well, damn, there is nothing left to the imagination.
Now there's a line of clothing. There's all kinds of stuff out there based off of this wonderful song.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that line of clothing was called a condom.
Now, Ryan, you know.
There's a sponge involved.
Can they play WAP on the radio? Is there an edited version at all?
I mean, it probably sounds like when your cell phone's cutting out.
All right.
You know what I mean? Like you get like every third...
Yeah,
much.
Exactly. Well, they say that there is no debate that the Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion song is the filthiest song to ever be number one in the history of the Hot 100.
I think go ahead.
Well, I'm just saying that's amazing in itself because that means units sold, even if it's not getting any airplay, even if it's not being played on certain Spotify channels or it's being edited or whatever the deal is. It's kind of a big deal for a song that's 60% filthy. You know what I mean? To still be that popular.
There's one thing you do, and this is the brilliance of what they did. Name it what you named it. People will doubt. No, but it could be a horrible song, and it kind of is. It's not a good song, but once you call it that, people are going to download it.
Sure.
Well, and I think conversations like this one make people want to go listen to it that maybe even hadn't heard it yet.
Well, I think it's worth listening to once.
Right. If you like that genre, you love those two.
Just don't do it with your kids in the car.
Yeah, well, and so there was a lot there. Sex has always been big in music, right?
What?
Always in a sort of subtle, right? Sort of metaphoric way. These songs today, right, are pretty straightforward about getting nasty.
Okay. So what we have for you today is the 10 dirtiest number one songs before WAP.
Number 10. Take it to the candy shop. I let you lick a lollipop. Go ahead, girl, don't you stop. Keep going till you hit the spot.
Whoa. Oh, the candy shop.
Yeah. Where's 50 Cent's candy shop?
If you have to ask,
it's south somewhere.
Okay.
And this is him, and of course Olivia Newton-John.
Oh, that Olivia.
Yeah.
That's a weird visual.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay. 10 dirty number one songs before WAP on Sit and Spin.
Number 9. Like, I like it like that. She working that back. I don't know how to act. Slow motion for me.
I mean, I love these songs. I don't remember this one being that dirty.
Well, it's different when you hear it at the time. You just kind of sing it along. You know what I mean?
Because when you first heard it, you were juvenile. You know what I mean? You didn't know.
Oh, I like that. That was
Juvenile
good.
jokes.
Well
I like
done.
it. It's like 400 degrees in here.
Oh, wow.
Song's called Slow Motion.
Slow motion. Okay. I don't know if I've heard
So old people do it.
10 Dirty Number 1 songs before WAP on Sit and Spin.
Number 8.
I mean, I can remember the girl I was dancing with the first time with this one.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, this was massive at like high school dances.
How'd she look?
She looked good. I never hooked up with her, but I got to dance with her.
Okay. You tell her you're the homecoming queen? Or king?
King!
Hi there, Ted Smith, homecoming queen.
Get out of here.
Put it on a business card.
10 dirtiest number 1 songs before WAP on Sit and Spin.
Number 7.
I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. Now when a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face.
I mean, Mix didn't leave anything to the imagination on this song. It's pretty straight up.
He started answering questions you didn't even ask.
All he's saying is the girl's got a nice ass. You know what I mean? I mean, it's not filthy. He's just saying, wow, look at that thing.
Yeah, but it's like, I specifically am a butt man. That would have been the working
Even if
title.
Cardi B said baby's got D, you know what I mean?
Right.
I like big D's and I cannot lie. Hangs down to his thigh.
10 dirtiest number 1 songs before WAP on Sit and Spin.
Number 6.
Get on top, cream. You will cop cream.
So Cream, may have been Prince's filthiest hit, but certainly not his filthiest song. I think Darling Nikki probably takes that
Remember, he sent Tipper Gore to a freaking head spin when she heard that song.
This is really going to upset Vince Neil. He thought cream was like, on his ice cream, coffee cream.
He loves
Heavy
the
whipping
versatility.
cream.
Yeah.
Heavy whipping cream.
What? What's the secret to this? Cream.
Princess Cream. These are the 10 dirtiest number 1 songs before WAP on Sit and Spin.
Number 5.
I believe Madonna was a virgin up until the age of 7.
Well, I mean, that's the whole thing about this song. She's not actually a virgin. It's about the first time.
But all these songs were number 1.
Why'd you stop, Ted?
Right? I was like, Reservoir Dogs. Somebody's getting that reference.
Is this dirty? Or is it just shocking at the time?
I don't know that the song was. I get the point, but remember when she went, was it the MTV music video?
She's rolling around.
Right.
Yeah.
So her display is what made this dirtier than it is. But this is a horrible song. Jesus Christ.
These are the 10. She won't perform it live. She refuses to. The 10
Thank
dirtiest
you.
That's
number 1
unfortunate for
songs.
her.
She should
before
refuse
WAP.
to perform any
Hey,
of
if
her
I get a
music.
ticket to Madonna, I don't see that song, man.
I know.
Number 4. Gonna find my baby, gonna hold her tight, gonna grab
Now this is the most subtle because they look like an awkward family that wore bad sweaters. You know what I mean? It's just 4 little people playing their guitars, and meanwhile they're singing about. I mean, just getting railroaded over the dining room table in the middle of the afternoon. Yeah.
Well, we talk about morning sex a lot, and
But
people
the way
expect to
they
have sex at
sing it,
night, but afternoon doesn't really
great
get addressed
time.
that much,
This is what people do now that everyone's working from home. Or at least so I'm told.
Ted's got a great theory about this. You have sex before you go to dinner in the afternoon, and that way you can eat whatever you want, and you don't have to worry about it later.
Yeah. And it's like, whatever she picks, honey, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, exactly. Garlic it up.
Right? Yeah, let's try the vegan place.
You don't get that. No, I'm too full.
Yeah, right. We could just go to Arby's if you want at this point. I don't care.
You save a lot of money if you have sex first.
It's gonna win.
Dude, I had one of those sandwiches just the other day. That's what I came down here for.
These are the 10 dirtiest number 1 songs before WAP on Sit and Spin.
Number 3.
Well, yes, they call him the speed. Look at that, fastest thing on 2 feet. Look at that,
Makes me horny.
proud as he can be. Of his anatomy, he gon' give us a peek. Well, yes, they call him the street. He likes to show off his physique.
This is
What is that? What is that thing? What is that? I used to have one on my desk. What is that whistle called?
Yeah, it's I forget what they're the ones with the little spinner inside.
Yeah, exactly.
Of it, right?
Like, what is this?
Yeah, we should do a sit and spin with songs with dumb whistles.
That's one of them.
or people Miles Montgomery might be related to.
Oh, boy. I love Ray Stevens. These are the 10 dirtiest number one songs before WAP.
Number 2.
My ding-a-ling, my ding-a-ling. I want to play with my ding-a-ling, my ding-a-ling.
That ain't all Chuck Berry wants to do.
Chuck wants to do a lot of things.
Yeah, girl.
Did you ever see the Chuck Berry sex tape?
It is
too much.
It is a thing.
It is too much.
It certainly is. I'd kiss you.
He's a nasty man. Oh, yeah. Grip up on Chuck. Ow! Chuck! That is not okay.
What does he say? Doesn't he say something like, "Oh, I see my fart scared you"?
Yeah.
Scares anybody.
He tries to make it still sound sick. Yeah, you scared of Chuck's farts.
These are the 10 dirtiest number one songs before WAP, and we have made it to number 1.
Number 1.
Yeah, I guess at the time people freaked out about this.
We know that's a lie. Mick Jagger's never not been satisfied.
Yeah, I think Mick Jagger's done all right in that department, probably.
Exactly. Thank you, Ryan Castle. We appreciate it. There you go.
Thanks, y'all.
Spin. Yeah, man. The 10 dirtiest number one songs before WAP. Yeah. You are listening to The Men's Room.
Oh, drat. I was driving along minding my own business when that vulgar leech hit my Beamer with his pickup truck. I fear I've fractured my clavicle.
I say, old boy, don't simply put it in the hands of your insurance company to sort it out. Talk with the dedicated row of solicitors at the Advocates Law Firm.
Pipe down, you old sod. The Advocates will see your case through to the bitter end and won't sleep a fortnight until they have victory in their grasp.
Jolly good, old man. Jolly good indeed. You get injured, the Advocates get results. AdvocatesLaw.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
You're in the men's room. 99.9 KISW and KISW HD1 Seattle.
Ha-ha! Coming up in minutes, we will drink, we will toast with the shot of the day. And we do have your headlines on the way 1 hour from now, but first a quick check-in with Mike Hawk. And some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
All right, there's a man in the Netherlands that could not talk due to a brain injury. However, after taking Ambien, he was temporarily cured and asked for fast food.
Oh, he didn't become racist.
That's right.
And first thing he did.
I don't know what it was, but hey, proof that Ambien screws with the brain, I guess.
But, right, he just couldn't talk?
Right.
So he couldn't write down fast food?
Well, he probably could.
I know, you're not working on it.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. I think he just wanted to say it out loud. Like, I want a damn cheeseburger.
I kind of like the idea that he was, like, asleep for a while. The Ambien woke him up, and he's like, oh, I'm hungry, fast food. All right.
He wasn't in a coma, Ted.
I don't know why I'm laughing so much.
This man is in a coma. Get him some Ambien, quick.
Like, who thought of that? Try Ambien. Or do you think they went through, like, 18 different pills, and the Ambien's the one that worked?
Maybe he could write down that he couldn't sleep.
Give me Ambien. It's not funny, damn it.
I know, it's not.
We're laughing at this poor guy.
I just wanted fast food.
Mm-hmm. We are going to hell. Yesterday,
oh no,
50% of the people that texted them were like, "You're going to hell." Like, I know, no, it's just one of those hell days.
It wasn't that bad.
Some of it.
Well, the guy rolling down the hill.
That guy.
Oh, God. There's a cookie company in Scotland that's looking for a taste tester, and they'll pay $52,000 a year.
Why not?
Right?
Sounds like a great gig.
But to eat cookies?
Yeah.
Okay, here's the thing. How would that gig be a deal breaker? Like if it's those little shortbread cookies that came in that big round tin?
Look, man, you want
No, I'll eat those.
I'll eat whatever you want me to eat.
No,
I'll
no.
tell you if it's crap or not.
What are the ones with the, like you get them around, around now, the holiday times. They come in the tin, sugar cookies, but the ones that have like the fruit jam and crap in the middle.
You know what the worst ones are, too?
Man.
Are the ones that have the really big chunks of sugar. Like heavy granulated sugar, like you can like see the sides of it.
I like
you
that.
talking about that blue tin?
Yeah.
Yeah. I hate those.
Give me the little pretzel. I like the ones with the fruit in them, too.
You can have those.
You know what? I just like cookies.
I was going to say, I think you might like cookies,
Hell
bro.
yeah. There's nothing wrong with a biscuit.
Trying to think if there's any cookies here that we would actually turn down. I would turn down Girl Scout cookies.
They're just too dry. You know, they taste fine, but they just suck the moisture out of your mouth. You know, like Girl Scout cookies?
I hate Girl Scout cookies.
So when like your coworkers, back in the days when we used to have coworkers and they try to guilt you into buying it for their kids.
I'm busy.
You just wouldn't do it.
That's right. I see that little sheet come in and I immediately run to the bathroom or run to another office. Yeah. I literally diverted my path and bought dinner that I didn't intend to buy so that I didn't have to tell little girls, no, I don't want your nasty
You wouldn't even walk by the...
Here's the thing. I need to calm down. I was going to go into the Fred Meyer and I saw the stand. I saw it too late as I was walking up there. I thought I was going to be slick. I saw him at that door. I'm like, nope, I'm going to come over to this door. Sure enough, they got a stand out there. Got it. I'm walking up there. I'm trying to think of my excuse and I look over, there's a teriyaki joint. I'm like, I came here for teriyaki.
Yeah.
And I literally just went in. I completely screwed my plans.
You are actively avoiding the girls.
Because I don't want their big puppy dog eyes.
Say no.
I can't.
It's okay for them to think that you're just some mean old man, right? Like, no, I'm not buying your goddamn cookies.
Yes.
Yeah, so guilt. That's what those cookies taste like.
Would you like to buy 5 boxes of guilt?
Gingerbread cookies for me.
You don't like gingerbread cookies? Oh, okay. Moving on here. Sorry, we were about to tax that. Hershey's is selling a 2.5-pound box of Reese's peanut butter cups on their website for just $30.
Deal.
I'm in.
Problem is, you're going to eat them all.
Yeah. What's the problem?
How is that a problem?
It's not.
That's the goal.
And then you buy
that
another
is
one
the
for $30.
intent.
Sure.
Here's $90.
That's right.
Send me 7.5 pounds.
Ta-da.
I mean, sometimes.
That's a lot of peanut butter.
It's like I don't buy like a keg of beer every time I buy beer.
But if you did, you drink it fast.
Right, that's the problem. There's a problem associated with that.
Well, remember for a while around the holidays, they'd sell the 2 giant ones?
Yeah.
They're like that thick and that big. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you shouldn't have those.
I had one that had straight cream peanut butter in it, not that nice little puree that they got going in there.
Yeah.
That was completely disgusting. Like, it needs to be that little flurry that they got going in there for that peanut butter. If you just put, like, straight Jiffy or Jif in there, yeah, no.
Speaking of peanut butter, what's the peanut butter whiskey, right?
Screwball.
Okay, Screwball. So my wife discovered this over the weekend, and she bought a smaller bottle, and she says, have you heard of this stuff? I said, yes, I have. She goes, well, I haven't heard you bring it up. And I said, babe, I'm being dead. You always want me to drink less. This will not help that cause. So she's like, well, seriously, that bottle was gone in a day. Between the two of us, she's like, it doesn't even taste like whiskey. I'm like, it sure don't. Woo! That bottle was gone.
I just feel any better. There was 3 of us at my house Saturday. We took that.
Same thing.
It's good.
That's what I mean. Once you open it, it's over.
A new study from the security company ADT dove into what each state fears the most based on what people are Googling in that area. And it was overwhelming. 10 states all voted for the same thing. Do you guys know what that is?
Snakes.
Snakes, not bad. What are states fearing and Googling, Miles?
States fearing as far as something at their home?
Like a phobia.
There's clouds.
Proximity to people.
Number 1 actually was people.
Yeah.
People fear
That's because
people?
there's a pandemic going on right now. So you're scared of
suppose
other people giving
okay.
you COVID.
All
See,
right.
I'm
That
looking at the
makes
map,
some
and at
sense.
first I thought it was funny because Alaska's fear is people. I'm like, oh, well, that makes sense. And then I just started seeing it more and more. So I've actually got the map
If you
here.
live in Alaska, chances are you
fine.
don't want to be around people.
Yeah.
If you try to move to Wyoming and buy a ranch for some reason, chances are you don't want to be around anybody.
Actually, you don't want to fly if you're in Wyoming.
If you live in Maine, chances are.
Maine. Same, flying. They don't like flying, as well as also Maryland.
Well, that's good because they don't live near any airports. So that also helps. When
You
you're
know-
ready to make like a 5-hour, 6-hour drive to get to the closest airport, you don't want to be around anybody.
Do you know what we fear here most in Washington State?
Bad apples.
8 months of living hell.
Dirty, dirty needles.
Oh,
that's a real fear.
Okay,
That's
fair.
that.
I'm telling you, these are phobias here. How about California?
Earthquake.
Social media.
Well,
It'll ruin your career.
And our friends to the south there in Oregon, they're afraid of the dark.
Of the dark?
They live in the dark. Unless you're in bed.
Come on, get your act together, Oregon. Jesus.
Well, they got serial killers.
What are you, 4?
We got more than they do.
But serial killers will strike during the day, too.
We have more that we caught.
That's true.
Figure. So yeah, let me just run down here what we got as far as afraid of people is Alaska. I've got New Mexico, South Dakota, Kansas. What's this? Louisiana, Arkansas, Iowa. Flipping, yeah, everybody.
I bet this would be different if there
Delaware.
wasn't a pandemic going on.
Delaware.
You know what? It did say that it was up. It was up like 500% of people that
explains it.
That have the phobia there.
Hey, by the way, Mike, real quick, going back to the Girl Scout cookie.
Oh, I knew
No.
it.
People, they're on you, not that they're on your side, they're trying to help you. One person says, Mike, just tell the Girl Scouts that you already bought them from your niece. Someone else says, tell them that you're diabetic and can't eat their cookies. They got your back.
Oh.
Appreciate you guys.
Tell them you're Jewish and they're not kosher.
There you go. Tell them anything.
There's a lot of ways you can get around this.
First rule of business. Get
I
ready
hate
to
kids.
fail. Yeah. Get ready to fail. A woman in Colorado was fined after her pet attacked her neighbor, but you'll never guess what kind of pet it was.
What kind of pet did she have, Mike?
Tell you all about it 1 hour from now.
Thank you. Headlines are on the way 1 hour from now. In the meantime, let's get a contestant on the line for Profile This. We'll take caller 9 at 206-421-ROCK. But first, we made it to drinking time.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.